Hi, I'm so excited. So today is the first time I'm coming to this campus. It's the Houston Methodist campus in Cypress, Texas. It's brand new. It was opened in spring, I believe, sometime in March. And this is May, so it's very new. I watched this place go up from foundation until it's completed. I came here intentionally. I'm here to do my mammogram. Instead of going to my usual campus that I go to of Katy Freeway, I decided to come here just so I can see how beautiful this place is. But that's not the main reason why I'm doing this video. The reason why I'm doing this video is because lately I've seen many nurses losing their jobs over social media. This is one place I worked at for about 6 years, I believe, before I moved on to my role. No, not 6 years, sorry, 3 years before I moved on to my current role as a nurse practitioner. And I can tell you, if I get the opportunity to come here, I will come here. But it's one of the many campuses around the Houston area, and Methodist as a whole is a beautiful place to work for. It's a beautiful institution, but just like many other institutions, they do have their rules and policies, so you can't go around violating those and expecting to still maintain your job. So the reason why I'm doing this is to help us as nurses protect our jobs, protect our licenses, because we work with very difficult population. And let me tell you, one small thing can cost you your job or can even cost you your license. Many people right now are struggling to find jobs, and the least you can do is, if you get a job, make sure you protect it. So I'm going to give you the top 7 reasons why somebody may lose their job and why you need to protect your job at all costs. Let us go out. The first mistake you can do is violating patient privacy. You've heard of HIPAA, yes. That thing is taken very seriously. And whatever you do, never violate a patient privacy. And this means getting into chats that you're not assigned to, talking to patients about other patients, talking to unauthorized family members about patients' information. That can cost you your job, can cost you your license. I ended up in the wrong building. Now I'm going around to the right building where I should have been at. So anyway, my second point on this was violating the company's policies and using inappropriate content. We all know this can take you south. When you work for an institution, the goal is to protect their name, protect their reputation, and anything you say on social media represents them. So be careful on what you post, what you say, and everything that you say can be used against you. So I'm going to finish the video here in this vehicle. I was walking around and I almost got the embarrassment of my life. It's very windy. I'm wearing a dress. I don't want to go into details, but I'm here in the car now, safe and sound, and we're going to finish getting this video down. So I got myself some Skinny Pop and some coffee because I haven't had anything this morning yet. It's very early and I'm trying to do intermittent fasting. So I've just been drinking water. This here keeps me going the whole day when I'm not working. I just fill it up with ice and water and I keep sipping on it throughout. My third point about possibility of being fired, of risking your job as a nurse working for an institution, is criticizing employers, co-workers, or even patients. There's a video that went around about some NICU nurses talking about their icks, and these nurses got fired because whatever they were saying was really criticizing patients. My ick is when a patient does this and that. My ick is when a patient does this and that, or a family member does this and that. Guys, be careful. Your job is not safe, but you can make it safe by what you do or what you say. Let us take care of our jobs. Whatever you say, especially when you have to post it on social media, please let it not criticize your patients. When it comes to employers, these people value their patients more than they value you. It's so sad, but that's the truth. Their patients come first. Yes. So whatever you do, whatever you say, please don't let it criticize your patients. Don't criticize your co-workers. Don't criticize your employers, because that can let you lose your job. The fourth is sharing false or misleading health information. Did you once see a nurse? No, it wasn't a nurse, a CNA who went into a patient's chat and was talking about a patient was bleeding hemoglobin. Guys, what is even bleeding hemoglobin, if I may ask? This video went around. And the worst part is that she went into this patient's chat and was on social media, was on TikTok, talking about how this patient was bleeding hemoglobin. This is false information. Unfortunately, she lost her job. It went viral. It landed into the hands of those who are in authority. And guess what? She lost her job. And after losing your job over such misleading information, if you go looking for a job, some people might recognize you from your social media posts. And the first thing they'll tell you is, I'm sorry, we can't give you a job. And that can happen, especially if you're in a small town where there's just very limited places you can work at. So let us be careful. Do not give false, misleading information. The fifth is posting while on duty. We've seen all these nurses go on social media, posting about a day in my life, being in the medication room. Guys, you're supposed to be working, but when you post about your work day, how it's going, hour by hour, minute by minute, your employer is watching you, and they can tell that you are misusing your time at the clock. When you're being paid to work, but you are recording yourself on social media and posting your videos while you're at work, guys, let us be careful. This will make you lose your job. I remember one of the nurse practitioners I follow on social media said he was fired from his job. And I was brave enough to ask him, why was he fired? And he told me it's because he recorded a video while he was at work. They are paying you for your work, and they don't want you recording when you're at work. So whatever you're recording, don't take it into your workplace. Don't say, here's my workplace. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm now going to withdraw my medications. I'm now going to mix my medication. Guys, it may be good for you at the moment, but it can cost you your job. Before you do that, make sure you check and see what your policies are about recording when you're on duty. The sixth thing is using social media to harass or threaten. Threatening is not allowed. You can't threaten your colleagues. You can't threaten your patients, your employers. You can't threaten where you work at. Threatening alone can not only cost you your job, but can also lead to lawsuits. Yes. Huh? You didn't believe so? Yes, it can cost you some lawsuits, and it can make you bleed money. My final point is revealing workplace information. I'm not sure how to explain this, but revealing workplace information is, let's say you are working, you're complaining about a place, but then instead of being silent about it, you decide to say, okay, this is because I work at Methodist and it's doing this and that to me, blah, 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 blah. Or let's say if there's a lawsuit going on about a certain institution and you decide to go on social media about it. Pretty much, this is kind of a tough point to explain, but what I'm trying to say is revealing any information about your workplace can cost you your job. These jobs are there to help us thrive, are there to help us financially free, to help us with our daily financial needs. But misusing them is not guaranteed that you're going to keep your job. Personally, I know right now, looking around, nurses are struggling to get jobs. Nurse practitioners are struggling to get jobs. The healthcare system is a mess in terms of job safety, in terms of what you can get paid, the compensation. Things are not the same as they were before. There's budget cuts, people are being laid off, people are losing their jobs over small things. And the worst thing that can happen to you is doing something intentionally, knowing it can cost you your job. Guys, you work so hard in school, you work so hard to help sustain yourself, and let social media not be the reason that you lose your job. Protect it at all costs. Protect yourself at all costs. And when in doubt, please ask. The least you can always ask is it okay if I do this? What are my reputations when I do this? Will this affect my job? Will this make me lose my job? Ask when in doubt. But above all, protect your job. Protect your institution. Protect your name. Do not go around on social media just to gain following, just to gain traction. Always protect yourself. Because even if you leave point A when you're fired from there, you may not be able to go to point B because your name will be everywhere. When they do your background check, that might pop up. So please, please protect yourself, protect your institution. Till next time, peace out.